right, everybody. Welcome back to the PRPL Podcast. This is your host, Austin. I hope you're doing all right today on this fine Wednesday. It is currently Sad Sack Sunday. Once again, a celebration to be had. Hocus Pocus releasing today. It'll be a bit in the future when you're listening to this, I believe. Let me look behind me real quick here. It'll be the 15th of October, so still spooky season. If you haven't checked out Hocus Pocus yet, make sure you do it. Boys, welcome to the podcast. How we doing today?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Tell you what, I feel like Hocus Pocus might have been one of our funnier episodes. I don't know if you guys kind of got that sense.
Yeah, I had. Dana's sister is a big Hocus Pocus fan, so she kind of let on that she might be interested in listening to it, I would say. And I let her know. I said, this one was a silly one. We had some fun with it. So, yeah, well, I would concur is what I'm getting at there, Griff. I do think we were quite silly on that one. Had a good old time with it.
Absolutely. Guys, we had a great time doing Hocus Pocus. That, again, that may be a little bit more off script than we've done in the past. But I think it's one of our better ones. We had a great time, fellas.
What script, Mike?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it's for those of you that watch, we don't have a script. Absolutely, guys. Let's kick off season 2 of Stranger Things.
Hey, let's ask about the weekend so far, guys. How you doing this weekend?
Well, first I wanted to ask you, Dad. I said, I'm doing okay today. It seems like you yourself could use an 8-ball and maybe about $4 million, $2 million.
How about Griffin? I don't need $4 million. I only need $2 million. Hey, love me some Baby Billy. So hey, happened to be in the closet this morning. I had to throw it on, boys. Love that guy.
There you
love
go,
that
man.
guy.
Well, my weekend's been good, Oss. I actually got to see a really great buddy of mine, a couple really great buddies of mine last night at Charlie Brown's in Lexington. Pretty cool bar. Got me a little tequila lime.
Where's that at?
It's right on Euclid. It's right on Euclid. But yeah, it was Nate and my buddy Ryan and a guy named Riley as well. Had a really good time. Amy got to meet everybody, so it was pretty fun. But no, we enjoyed it. I played that show at the Kenwick table last night as well. Played a little acoustic bass, so
How'd
good
that
old
go?
Times. Oh, it was fine. This guy Joseph I play with, he's a real fine and nice fella, and plays some real good acoustic songs, kind of in the vein of our man Jim Croce, I would say. And I'm seeing him right behind you.
I think we'll be talking about him
today. You SOBs didn't remind me, did you?
No, we didn't, but that's not the way it feels. Oh, we had a good time, man.
Don't mess around with Jim.
Don't mess around with Big Jim. That's right.
Don't you mess with him,
Hopper.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was great. I liked seeing Hopper's soft side a little bit, dancing around and having
Get a little
fun.
rhythm, didn't he?
Yeah, a little rhythm, a little bounce and sway. But what's your weekend?
Don't call him
like,
Hopper
Oz?
for nothing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you get into anything else?
Nothing too wild, man. Did some, what did I do Friday night? I don't really know what I did Friday night. Mowed the grass Friday. Got in episode 5 of this on Friday. But yesterday, reorganized the unfinished part of the basement, which was much needed. I feel fantastic about it now, though, man. You know how, like, when stuff kind of starts getting cluttered and it just kind of weighs on your mental psyche? This was one of those moments, man. We had so much stuff to consolidate because we gotten a lot of stuff like Christmas and holiday decorations from Grandma Debbie's stuff. So like we just needed to put it all down into like one singular box. So it was a lot of decluttering and a lot more organized, so much so that we might not end up getting racks in the basement. We still probably want to do it, but it's not as much of a need at this point, right?
No racks.
Yeah. No racks necessarily needed yet.
Yard sale next week at my place.
Yeah.
Bring
all
that.
We might bring
that trash on over, guys.
Everything goes.
We threw a lot of shit out.
Everything
You really
goes
didn't
next
keep
week.
much at all.
Hey, Dad, maybe I'll come over.
Speaking of decluttering,
I might come over for $2 million and an 8-ball if you got that.
Well, what about my birthday in 2 days? You come home this weekend for that?
Hey, I would like to. I got to check the schedule. I won't lie to you. I might have a show. I don't know if I do, though. But I would love to see Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be an example of something I have heard before.
Yeah.
What?
This is status quo with this cat.
Hey, it was the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon.
This guy, he cannot, in the most non-committal person I've ever met in my life.
Hey, that's not true.
Golly.
Let's get into the season. Let's do
Yes,
it.
please, because
Let's quit tiptoeing around this shit.
I'm getting ready to rake him over.
Welcome back to the madness. Welcome back to the Stranger Things episode, season 2. My bad, guys. Season 2. How we feeling at the halfway mark? We have done 1 through 5. We got 4 left to go. How we feeling? Let's just do that.
Austin, this series, for those of you that are into this thing, it's not like your average show that you watch and, we get a little tidbit. This thing just, boom, it goes fast. It starts making things happen, and you've got to pay attention. And
a lot of new characters.
Lot of new tidbits that you've got to pay attention to as to what's going on for the next show. So always you have to pay attention, and I love the pacing of it. The pacing's really sped up. We're starting to see more from Elle. We're starting to see more from Mikey. These characters are growing. I'll tell you what, that little Dustin, that little shit, he's got a little mouth on him. I find him very funny.
My gosh. Watching him with Mr. Wheeler in episode 5, that was so funny.
Shit.
He's like, you're worth nothing. What did he say? He said, you're no help at all. Damn it.
Yeah, and he's like, son of a bitch.
Language.
The little guy is.
Yeah.
Language.
Oh, yeah. This has been, to this point, this has been Dustin's coming out party. They're taking his character to the next level here, certainly. They're giving him a bit more individual screen time, and he's doing well with it, right? I mean, I came away with, him being one of my favorite characters. Certainly, I'm not going to give away anything, certified yet, but he's up there. He's a player. Dustin is tearing it up through the beginning of the season, no doubt.
No doubt. What I would say, Austin, about where I'm feeling or how I'm feeling right now, I mean, this show just keeps amping up and keep getting freaking better, dude. Like, it just keeps getting better, man. And like, I'm having so much fun watching, and just, everything's becoming more and more integrated, and you're getting a better sense for these characters, and the story keeps progressing. Like you said, Dad, and like, there's so many different threads that you're just seeing placed up and that you're waiting on. And like, I don't know, I'm seeing Jonathan and Nancy coming closer together. I just saw that. Sure. Do you want a double or a single? Oh, double, and then they're like touching hands, and Hopper and Joyce, when she recovers him from the kind of maze underground of the upside down, is just all kinds of stuff. So
that was a little bit more than a hug, I thought.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think old Bob saw that. What do you say? You think Bob picked up on that?
Oh, Bob Newby. Bob the Brain.
Bob the Brain. They don't call me Bob the Brain for nothing. No, I think old Bobby picked up on that.
Sure,
I was laughing when he said, yeah, it all turned out right. I got the girl. I'm dating Joyce Byers now. And I was like, yeah, we'll
Not
see
for
old
long,
Bobby.
hey, Griff.
Sorry, Bob.
That may be the Kreskin moment. I think it doesn't take old Kreskin to figure that out.
Hey, boys. I'll tell you what. Hey, guys, looking at our screen here, you know who's not on it?
Bob.
Oh, Odin. Bob Newby. He ain't there, bro. Tell you what.
Guys,
sorry, Bob.
As Austin pointed out, we find out that there's, as Austin said, new characters. We find out there's an 8. What's her name, Austin? Is it Kylie?
Kylie. Yeah, Kali. That's where we begin this season. I'll give us the rundown of the first chapter 1 here. Let's do this. Mad Max, this one is titled. So, yeah, you start off in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with some kind of heist. And what you're left with that is this individual who has lettering, numbering, number 8, like 11 on her arm, who also has some kind of telekinetic powers of some sort. She has the blood going down her nose. Yeah. And also later in the season, You see with kind of Terry Ives's flashback that she shows Elle. There's another girl in that room with Elle who happens to be kind of the similar, skin tone. So, there's a good reason to believe that maybe that has something to do with, that's what you're kind of expected. But that's the start of it. You haven't seen them again since. So that's kind of an interesting cold opening there, kind of like the Last of Us to a degree. But we get back 1984 Halloween time in Hawkins. We can still Mike is still reeling from this loss of Elle. He's going to the radio trying to connect with her at the end of it, day 352, looking for Elle. So it's been a year. And so that you also have the arcade scene, which is kind of cool. We meet my number one candidate for sad sack of the movie or season so far, that being Keith. The arcade guy who wants a date with Nancy.
Yeah, he was negotiating, wasn't he?
That was prepubescent wastoids. Yeah, so that guy,
sad. You think he's the sad sack of the season?
Oh, Griffin, I think is on this. I mean, just see him eating those. Was it Cheetos that he was shoving down his pie hole?
Our boy Murray's the sad sack of the season, drinking that vodka. I'll tell you what, sad fucking sack, baby.
I got a few in there still.
That is a sad sack.
I mean, our boy Will is one hell of a sad sack candidate too.
He is a sad sack.
He is a sad sack. What I'm getting at in the arcade, we have our first flashback. This thing is still here. What does it mean? Where is it yet? We don't know. But we meet Murray in the when he goes to the police station talking about a Russian girl, of course, and that piques Hopper's interest, and he completely shuts him down. It's like that's absurd. That's insane. Billy and Max arrive. Start to get them. Oh, Billy boy, Mike, your shirt, I would say. Damn, this is a jam-packed first episode, man. Like, I'm not trying to do the whole rundown, but fuck, we meet Dr. Owens.
I had tons of notes for this first one. No, continue on, brother.
Yeah, we meet Dr. Owens. So there's this kind of therapy session that Will is having to go to, and they think it's PTSD. It's coming back around to the same date, around the same time of year, PTSD. But, what's this connection like? You think, like, Dr. Owens, he seems like a nice guy. That's what they're trying to kind of front as. But as soon as they leave, he said, they're ready for you. And you hear that music. And he goes down and you see the giant hole into the upside down sitting there that's only gotten larger. Another just massive one, dude. Nancy and Steve go over to Barb's parents, and we get to those sad sacks. There's some sad sacks, too. There's another candidate for it. They've buried maybe they're the sad sacks. Still, Barb was the sad sack of season 1. Her parents might be of season 2 so far. Burying all this money into a PI. Murray. They're paying for Murray. That sad sack. It's a cyclical thing, I guess. Just a cyclical sack.
Murray, that dude.
Yeah, they're selling the house. We're going to find him. Finally, we have hope. And then, Nancy's crying in the bathroom while Steve is saying, this is finger licking good about the KFC chicken.
Oh, yeah, that cracked me up. Yeah, and old Nancy, she's struggling, isn't she, with the guilt, man? And
well, how could you not? You see her family, literally, it's ruining their lives. Yeah. It's ruining their lives.
They're gonna sell their house. They're giving. I mean, everything that they own, they're putting into trying to find their daughter. Griff. I mean, it's awful, and they just look like they're sinking into the couch. They're destroyed.
Well, and our girl has
been destroyed.
Don't think that son of a bitch, Jim Uppercut, honey.
Oh, they were all over Hopper.
Well, and she legally, I don't know, but sworn to secrecy. There's nothing she can do about it. She can't tell the parents, of course, and we see how it goes when she thinks that she might be able to. She and Jonathan get whisked away, and
exactly.
Guys, this first episode, I love all the 80s references.
What's the big one at the end? We didn't even get to that. Hopper goes back home. You're late. Elle's living with him, and that's where we're left.
Yeah.
That was the big moment. And, that was interesting to me because, of course, it's great to see that Elle is okay. And we keep getting those flashbacks of how she was kind of just braving it out in the wild for a while there. And
pretty crazy.
At the same time, though, our guy Hopper is kind of getting to relive what it's like to have a daughter. That those thoughts are rushing through his head, but he's struggling to keep it together for her. And I mean, reasonably so. She's struggling with getting locked in the house 24 hours a day and not being able to see Mike.
You can see Hopper's like reactionary kind of standpoint and viewpoint on like raising her. He's doing everything he possibly can to not lose her because he's already lost a child. So no fucking risks with that guy. There's no question. The don't be stupid rules. You don't leave. And you can tell that there's no real date in mind. Elle calls him out on it too. When? 300 days? 500 days? That scene. And a lot of the really kind of strong scenes are between them. And I was thinking of Hopper, dude. Like, he doesn't give in either, dude. Like, he's rigid and rough. Like, he's a mean to her as well. Like, he does not play it like an adult. Like he is an asshole about it.
Well, he's just scared, He's got a lot of feelings. And I think you even see that when there's kind of that really explosive moment. And the morning after, he's going, hey, about last night. And you can tell he wanted to turn it into this kind of emotional thing. And then he couldn't do it. And he's like, clean this up, And it's like, oh, God. What an
Come
idiot.
on, Jim.
He's got to stay the course, be that protector. Absolutely.
Wake up, Jim.
Guys, somebody else that comes in, Max. We find out who Max is. The boys are at the arcade. They weren't certain who that was. They find out it's a little redhead girl that's Max. And I love it. Dustin's little line here. He said, he's talking about Max. He said, won't be able to resist these pearls. And we see that he's got 2 front teeth now. I thought that was really cute. It's like, the little guy, he's got the charm, Moss. He's really got the charm. Just a real quick one, and I got to say this. And for the 80s, and guys, I'm reliving my youth through this show, so I love it. I get to see the Reagan Bush, the 1984 sign.
They're doing a lot of things right now that are fun.
They're doing that, and I'm loving it.
Well, I love how they paint Ted like as just a white Republican, suburban guy. The dad, just plain Jane meat and potatoes, wet sandwich kind of guy. Yeah.
Not much to that guy. No.
I like Dustin.
Patriots here coming back.
That was funny. I like Dustin though. He's like, do you realize your phone line has been busy for 2 hours? He says, yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Don't you realize my kids don't live here anymore? Like he's definitely getting some more personality though. It's cracking me up.
Oh, he's good. Well, he's funny. It's just really, really dry.
Really dry. That's it.
For certain.
Man, I gotta say it. I've been freaking loving Bob, man. He's so funny, and God, Sean Astin just has like the best way of portraying that just hapless, sad, sappy sack, man. He's like, he like does all these silly things. They have him listening to this funny music.
Get up, Samwise, but he's got it.
Guys, he works at Radio Shack. I know you all don't know that.
That's Bob the Brain. What? We had Radio Shack.
Don't call him
Radio
that.
Shack?
Yeah, I just love when Joyce hops down in the Joyce hops down in the tunnel and she sees the cigarette and she said, "Oh, that's his." And you can tell, Bobby Brain, he's like, how the hell does she know that? He's like, "Oh, I'm cooked." Bobby, I'll tell you what though, he figured that map out, didn't he? He figured that map out. Bob plays his
cards right, man. Bob's a good guy. You got to like Bob. And that conversation that he has with Will about what's the clown's name?
Face your fear.
Baldo, Mr. Baldo.
Yeah.
Go away. And it doesn't
Go away.
It doesn't quite work for our
It doesn't work so well for a Will, does it?
Wilbo.
I was Will had to take it, man. I was like, God, that poor dude. It just ripped him apart halfway.
That thing went deep. Yeah. Oh my God, poor kid.
Yeah, I feel it everywhere. Yeah, I mean, Will, you're right. Like, I like Will, but he has that thing going where, like you said, Austin, he's such a sad sack and he's so troubled. It just like at a point you're just like, God, just like, it's almost like he's Old Yeller. Just put him out of his damn misery, man. Get rid of this guy.
Put this dog down.
Come on, man. I will say, though, our boy Mike comes up with a pretty good idea, spying on that damn shadow monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some Harry Potter and Order the Phoenix kind of flat like similarities here with how Harry has Voldemort's kind of connection that they don't know about, but what happens when he does know about it kind of question that comes with that too. So there's actually even a scene very similar to when Harry saves Mr. Weasley. He sees him in a dream, like being attacked. Mr. Weasley, Harry does at the Ministry of Magic or something, and they save him. And that happens with Hopper. That's where we're kind of left at the end of this one. He knows that he's in trouble, and they're able to get to it with old Bob the Brain's help.
It's true.
Yeah. Should we do chapter 2?
Absolutely. Trick or treat. Freak.
Trick or treat is this one. Trick or treat freak. That's rough.
That was great.
Yeah.
We get to see what happens to Elle, guys. We see that
like right after the
right. Yes, right after season 1, what happened? Because we were all going, hey, what happened to her? And then we get to see that, hey, she tries to go back and see Mike, and she can't for some reason. So we find out, I'm sure, more to come there. So
for some reason, it's because all the people are there, all the police are there. They're being investigated. They're like searching for her. They're trying to find her. They have that one scene where she's in the woods, and this one, like, another callback to like kind of Lord of the Rings when she's hiding under that cave. It's like the Fellowship of the Ring, right when all the hobbits first initially are running off, and the Dark Rider kind of comes by. You guys get that reference at all? Am I just sorry?
No, I think you're right on, Mr. Hobbit. I think you got it.
Yeah, I'm making a lot of those.
And then again, as Griffin
Pippin over
mentioned.
Here.
We find out that Elle is staying with Hopper. She's going to be staying with Hopper.
Hey, Dad, I think you're about 10 minutes late to that one.
Not done with you boys. Then we see the Ghostbusters scene, which was great. I thought that was really
awesome.
Funny. Who are you going to call? And all three of them, and they're fighting over who's going to be who with the Ghostbuster characters. That was great, guys. And then, of course, you hear the Ray Parker Jr. song. That was great. Again, there's a lot of things for me that I see of the 80s that I go, yeah, there you go. So they do a lot of that references back to the 80s, which is really good for me. Keeps me really engaged here.
Yeah, the two biggest things, or let's say the three biggest things that I came from this episode. We got the pumpkins and dead crops. That development is beginning, and we're like, absolutely. What the hell is happening to these pumpkins? So that starts off. Tina's party happens in this episode. I love that guy when they first go into Tina's party. That's just drinking. That's how you do it, Hawkins. What's in that? Pure fuel. Pure fuel.
Oh my God.
That asshole.
Guys, what did you all call that drink when you all were kids? What did you all call that?
Probably
Hooch.
Jungle juice.
We call. There you go. Good. I was going to say we called that jungle juice back in the day. And man, you know what that stuff did to you. We found out later on what it did to poor old Nancy. She was.
What's up, Mike?
Woo! There he is. Austin, you need to make that the screen set, the actual
Austin,
icon.
You guys got to tell me what I'm doing.
Make that the thumbnail, dude. That was awesome.
I don't know.
Man, that was perfect timing.
Hey, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say this, guys. I like Nancy. She hams it up in that scene, acting drunk. She hammed that one up about past 15. I was like, that's a little much. That's a little much. What did y'all think? Was she hamming that up a little bit too much?
Griffin, that could be the effects of the jungle juice, man. We've all been there. That stuff's potent now.
This is like a 17-year-old incredibly drunk high school girl. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, but I did have to put myself in that actress's shoes.
Did you consider? Were you a little bit like?
Oh, I've always thought about that. It's a very, it's silly. She looks silly.
She played it up a little bit, I thought, but maybe that's
Certainly.
me. I will say old Steve
She's an ick drunk for sure.
Steve got kicked right in his satchel, wouldn't you say?
Steve
you might have to call him Satchel Page after that one. He got kicked real good.
He's on my list of sad sacks of this first half.
I was going to say, Austin, there may be your sad sack.
Sad sack, Steve. He loses the girl. He gets crossed up by old Billy Boy. Then Billy comes up to him, old Billy Boggs in the shower. That scene. Billy about said to Steve, I could be a friend to you.
Billy's taking over the school, isn't he? He's kind of the stud of the school. Hey,
I don't know if anyone even likes him though.
The guy he's got
that Steve used to be friends with.
He's got a cool car. Back in the 80s, that was part of it. You had to have the cool car. He had the Z28 Camaro.
What'd you think about him running down the boys?
Yeah, that surprised me.
God, that was a scary looking scene, wasn't it? You saw that car flying.
That looked real, Austin.
That dude,
wow.
Now that dude, he's got some screws loose. Now we've seen it with him and Max.
Billy Boy.
He goes after Max hardcore, and in that last episode, we find out that I guess they're not really related. Like, I didn't know what the whole deal was. I just heard him say, hey, we're family now, so we got to – I don't know what that was all about. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, just
hey, Griffin, stay tuned, buddy. I'm sure there's more to come.
Tuned.
So
there you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But in this, to end it, Will kind of has another flashback on Halloween, drops the camera, which sets in motion kind of something we discover later, which is that video camera scene that I thought was very similar to Jonathan getting his film developed in the first episode or the first season, where we get the monster on camera revealed. But Joyce does her own investigative work, with the with the camera, which I thought was a great use of Bob the Brain too, when she's calling into Radio Shack. It's like, in English, Bob, he says all the coaxial cable. I think he uses that at some point.
Bobby.
But yeah, she sees the outline of that, and then Dustin catches something, the old pollywog, which is how we lead into chapter 3.
Yeah, there you go.
Old D'Artagnan.
Oh, yeah, get up, Dart, man.
He likes some nougat, huh?
I like little Dart. Dart's funny, and I like that he and Dustin have that little relationship. They like each other for a minute there.
Yeah, for a minute there.
Until old Musey got eaten up.
Yeah.
We're going to find her, Mom. Yeah.
Hey, Dad, give us one.
Let me tap the table again. That's it. It doesn't do it on call.
Give us a thumbs up. Say thumbs up. There he is. What just happened?
Look at him!
Wow.
This is great. Oh my God. Yeah. Golly, Moses.
Oh,
wow.
Jeez. Ate old Musey up. I will say when that mom's looking.
Dustin wasn't even I said that to Austin earlier. Dustin's like looking down like, oh, well, I get old Musey's getting chewed up. He didn't look really shook up. Like,
my
that's
favorite
the circle of life.
I loved when Dustin catches Dart in that little underground cellar, and he's on top of it, just holding it down. He goes, "You ate my cat."
Like, sorry,
dude. You ate my cat.
Oh man, golly, this is the funniest.
That was really good. All right, let's run through the polywog. I think this might be my favorite episode of the season so far. Okay. So that development of D'Artagnan, I really thought that was funny. And as I already said, Dustin, we're getting a lot of individual Dustin, and he has his own storyline and development. And his part of the story has been one of the most entertaining by far, I would say, this season. I like when he steals the books from the library. I mean, he's just getting these great comedic scenes, man. They're setting him up so well in a place where, like, I think
he's making contact every time. He's hitting it. Like, he's doing great with it.
Like, Mike isn't good. I feel like Mike hasn't had much development or screen time this season. He's just kind of pouty, he's pouty and he's not liking Max.
Well,
Lucas
he kind of started playing on Max in that. What about when
he's missing L, guys?
What about when L trips up Max? I believe at the end of episode 3.
It is.
That was a moment.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. So that's in this episode. Dustin Seals the book. We had Mr. Baldo the clown, and I like that. Bob is such a good guy. I think me and Will are connecting. He's just like he's
a good guy, but what is he, Dad? Let me give it to you. Duck.
Goose.
I struggled with bullies too. That's what I like about you, Joyce. You fight back.
But you know what, Griffin? He's the kind of goose, that you go, he's a good guy, man. He means well. And he's trying. I think he's part of the team. I mean, we found that out when he figured out the map. I mean, the guy he's definitely on board, and he's, of the two, Joyce, he knows that he's way out of his league. He by far outpunted his coverage. And Austin, you've got to do it. The anticipation is killing me. Why do you like chapter 3 the most?
Well, we got You Don't Mess Around with Jim playing in it. That's just an awesome scene when that comes up. Pulls up.
Austin, as soon as that came on, I thought of you. I went, oh my, no wonder.
I like Hop pulls it out.
Loves some Croce.
Hop pulls it out. He says, oh, this is the one. Hey, Austin.
Yeah, he starts dancing.
You started reading that book yet, Austin?
I don't, but I have it back there, man. I'm too busy making these reels. Damn, I can't read shit,
Hey,
too busy producing content for you guys back home.
Killing
we love you guys.
Purple Podcast, baby, keeps on going. We just keep on pumping these babies out, man. And
don't mess with Jim.
Hey, have you gotten to watch Hocus Pocus yet, Austin? You gotten to watch it?
I have not yet. Plan to do it today at some point.
I'm going to take a walk and do the same thing, Oz. I'm sure that's going to be a funny walk. So,
hey, listen for your good moments. Write them timestamps down, fellas.
Absolutely. This is. You all talked about the 3 rules. This is where we find out L says, "Yeah, okay, and does exactly what a teenager does. Yeah, I'm going to do it, and breaks all 3 of them. So typical.
She held strong for a long time, but she got pushed to the edge.
Yeah.
She immediately gets seen doing some crazy telekinetic shit. Real smart, right? Let's just do that to where there's already a police report as soon as you go out. Pretty smart.
She's the Russian girl. Yeah.
She's the Russian girl. Hopper kind of backs into Hawkins' lab, says, convince me that this isn't you. Pretty heavy scene. He just went up and, put his balls on the table like that. Joyce finding the video. And then the go away, Go away! Doesn't quite work for your old Willie boy.
Didn't quite work, yeah.
No.
I think that thing got him pretty good.
Yeah.
Explored
every crevice of that guy.
Yeah. It might have, maybe that was Mr. Baldo making up for lost time. Who knows? Oh, Baldo.
And poor old Dustin, he shows the boys and Max shows them old Dart at this particular time, and it's like, oh man, they all kind of checking him out. Is it Will or Mike kind of go, maybe this is something else? Is this the episode, Oz?
Mike, I think Will. Yeah, Mike.
Well, Mike recognizes the chirping, and he's like, I hear that. I know that noise.
Yeah.
That little or whatever the heck it is.
I kept thinking that too, before. Yeah. Again, Oz, I like it that we are not getting ahead of this because I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue what happens in chapter 6 here. So when we're talking, guys, and we're talking to everyone, we're clueless as to what happens next. We do not get ahead. We don't know.
Well, Austin has seen this series before. You and I are clueless.
I am clueless.
I am too.
And I'm sure Austin gets a kick out of hearing us, make these predictions and what can happen. I mean, I don't have a clue, but I think we all realize when we start hearing that chirping, there's more to this pollywog Dart then meets the eye.
I found a new species.
Yeah,
Estonius, whatever the hell.
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
I could barely understand what that kid's saying. He's like mush mouth,
That's real nice, Mike.
Yeah, and then our one boy, old Professor Scott, Mr. Scott, or Mr. Clark.
I like him.
I felt bad for him because they were going to show it to him and he didn't get to see. And I was like, God, they just he probably felt weird as hell about that. It's like,
they blue-balled him.
Scotty.
Old Scott Clark talking about Phineas Gage.
Phineas Gage. Yeah, there he is.
Let's run through these last couple, chapter 4 and chapter 5, and then we'll kind of move into our characters and themes and things. Do you guys have a favorite episode of it? Do you know?
I think the Pollywog episode was really good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was my pick.
That was a very good one. I like the first episode too. I just like getting into this new season. Like that was a lot of fun.
I feel like those are the two that we've talked about the most, certainly.
Yeah.
Those were big ones. The final couple, chapter 4, Will the Wise. This is when Will is like finally spilling his gut, saying like, I feel him everywhere. I know something's back kind of thing. Mike comes over, I believe, isn't he? He's like, it's about the,
about the shadow.
The shadow. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in that one.
It is.
Yeah, on the fourth one. He likes it cold. So this is like Will is some kind of connection here. That's kind of the biggest thing from Will the Wise. We just saw him get his shit just devoured at the end of chapter 3. Yeah. And now this is the repercussion of that and what's happened to him. Also a big development is Nancy and Jonathan going and recording that conversation. So they go to the park. And then, we think that maybe they screwed up going to the park, but was this all part of the plan? I guess that's what we're led to believe. Like they wanted to get listened to. They thought they would be listening if they said they were going to tell Barb's parents. So then they get taken and then they record the conversation. And that leads into chapter 5, where then they go to see, Murray and reveal it. How'd you like how that got flipped on its head? I think that was near the beginning. Well, it was in the chapter 5, but when Murray has all these kind of understandings of what happened. He's done all this research and this work. And then Nancy and Jonathan are like, your timeline's wrong.
Timeline's
this is actually
way
what
off.
happened. This is that. Oh, and she's not a Russian girl. She was from Hawkins' lab. So there's all this shit. And I thought that was one of the best episodes, I love that development when they go and see Murray, that underground layer, whatever the hell he's got going on that area. And Murray is, I don't want to call him charismatic, but he's a fun guy to watch on screen, isn't he?
He's a kooky little dude. There's no doubt about that. And I mean, he's very methodical in what he does. We find out from what is it, gin or vodka that he's drinking. I mean, he has a certain way that he even pours his drinks. So yeah, he's a methodical cat.
That was cool how that came together though. They're like, we got to dilute the information. We got to present it more moderately.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the vodka demonstration with that. There's another thumbs up from this guy. Where'd it go, Mike?
Oh, he's popped another one up.
Guys, I have no idea how I'm even doing that. Maybe after this you can show me what I'm doing, because
I don't know. But
it must be a look I'm giving the screen. I have no idea.
But the other two big things in chapter 4, roots spreading, killing, which sets Hopper in motion. All the drawings that Will is just cranking out. They somehow put this map together, unbelievably so. And he heads on out that way. Oh, Elle also goes to see her mom. So no, she's doing research.
Elle finds the information in that cabin about her mom.
Yeah, that's what happens, and then she goes.
That was a great scene.
And old Muse bites it. Yeah, old Muse bites it.
Sorry, Muse.
Sorry, Musey. Want to just keep rolling on into Dig Dug, boys?
Do it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, and Austin, number 4, we also find out that Dart is a Demi guy. Yeah. I mean, we
his head opens. That's the first time we see him
you're
do
like,
the mouth opening.
No. And you go, this is bad.
Whoops, yeah. No.
Well, Dig Dug, man. Chapter 5.
Yeah, maybe Musie's the sad sack of the halfway point.
Come on.
Or Dustin's mom.
Damn, we got a lot of sad sacks, guys.
Yeah, he bit it.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Austin, to answer your question, I think Chapter 5 was my favorite. It just, as I said at the beginning, this thing, it's not just dragging. This thing, boom, boom, boom. Elle finds out, who her mom is. Boom, boom, boom.
There's a lot of storylines.
Man,
a lot of groups that are going off and doing their thing. There's a lot of that. So there's always something to see. There's not, like you said, there's not a lot of slow points in it.
No.
Dig Dug Hopper is where he ended season 4 now, or season 4. I always keep doing that shit. Chapter 4, digging into the hole, and we see him down there, and I have spores written. So The Last of Us, these things are spitting at him, and that air he's breathing is some kind of toxic. This whole episode, we have the Nancy and Jonathan going on their excursion. Double, we want to double. I had the comparing battle scars like Jaws. There's also a Jaws poster in Will's room, I believe.
I noticed that.
So kind of funny there. What else happens?
Well, this is where Mike says, hey, maybe we can spy on this shadow character. So he's telling Will that, hey, maybe we can spy on, you can spy on him. Yeah, this going back to your Harry Potter reference.
Yeah. Well, Will wakes up in a fright in this. I think Hopper's going to die. So that kind of moves that forward. Max tells Lucas the truth and she doesn't believe him, which is kind of funny. She's like, it's a little derivative, which is, I think, just kind of poking fun at the series as a whole. Cause there are a lot of, influences and things that they've been able to, like I said, maybe not always derivative, but like frame for frame kind of thing. So I did think that was pretty funny. We get Murray, Bob the Brain on full display. That's Lover's Lake.
Yeah, he works.
It's like, well, what's the game? As soon as he sees it's Lover's Lake, he's like, oh, I get it. And he starts going.
It's a map of Hawkins. Yeah, he was great.
He's almost like old Nick Cage in National Treasure, maybe. He was just on his hunch, baby.
I'll tell you what. That's probably, let's be real, that might have been one of the best scenes of the season so far. Once he uncovered that truth and kind of started
it's a map of Hawkins, right?
Digging in on the map. And I mean, I will add to that when Will is going crazy and just kind of like feverishly writing or drawing out these pieces. I thought that was really something too. And Hopper and Joyce are putting it together. Hopper he's drawing vines and he goes and runs out. Like, that was cool. What about when Joyce runs that bath for Will and he goes, he likes it cold, and just like totally lost his shit? That was like
what's to come? Yeah,
something's happening.
Yeah, Voldemort's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some evil being inside of him. Yeah, that was not good. We also get to see Lucas's family. Is that the first time that we've seen Lucas's family, guys?
His dad.
We get to meet his sister.
We've met his sister already a couple of times, but she's starting out she's got herself a kind of a funny role, Erica.
She's a little
Coach, shut your mouth, she when he's on the radio. Well, you shut up. Y'all look like a bunch of nerds, so she's kind of getting she's starting to get some shine here. Dustin's trying to find everyone, and him and Steve start to team up. Where's that going to go?
Yeah.
And he locks him up.
Dustin's the man. Dustin said, you still got that baseball bat with the nails in it?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. I'll tell you about it.
And also, that's where Lucas kind of brings Max Max goes to the arcade, and they go in that back room, and then he starts going, hey, I'm going to tell you this. It's going to sound crazy to you.
Him. What are you going to say, Griff? We already said this.
Kreskin moment.
Oh.
Are Max and Lucas, is there chemistry forming there? Are we seeing chemistry?
We already know that they're kind of, Dustin and Lucas were kind of vying for her. I think that's
do we see is Lucas taking a little,
the grass is green.
Is Lucas getting a little bit of a lead on Dusty Boy?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dustin's out there fucking with D'Artagnan, feeding him nougat and shit. He's not getting any ass.
No. I don't think Dustin, he's ready for that.
Well, what about the whole like Billy being so like that's a bad kid? Is that like a racist thing? Yeah.
I don't think he liked all of them to begin with. I don't know. I feel like it's mostly just he doesn't want her to have any enjoyment kind of thing. Like, I don't know, like, which is a weird like kind of stance for him, but I feel like that it wouldn't put it past that asshole. Like, he's just, I don't know what it's about.
There's some serious anger inside that dude. Again, you pointed out that he almost ran over the kids. When he's playing basketball, he's like charging over a poor old Steve's. But you could tell that cat can't play any ball at all. I don't think old Billy Boy could play either.
Yeah, I don't think Billy
that's
could
another
play basketball either.
Man, that's embarrassing when they have these.
Yeah, they look like John Travolta in Grease, don't they? Just out there to swing a baseball bat.
Golly, guys, I'll tell you that we didn't look that bad in the 80s. Jeez, those goofballs.
You would have schooled them?
Yeah, I'd have taken it to him, no doubt. Yeah.
Oh my God,
that's funny.
Let's get into our favorite characters, guys. Let's do that. I mean, the last couple things is Will burning when they start burning the vines kind of on the inside, and it's connected in a weird way. He has this connection.
Obviously. Well, like we already said this, but Joyce, of course, helps Hopper get out of those vines, and they embrace. And Bobby Brain's back there like, oh man, I'm cooked. But I'll tell you what, my favorite characters toward the end of the end of these first 5 episodes, I was really liking Lucas. I thought Lucas kind of stepped up and had some really good clock. Like, talking to Max and kind of trying to convince her, and also kind of staring Billy down a few times. I was kind of impressed by Lucas. I was like, this guy, I'm really liking him. He had some funny moments too. I forget he had some funny part, but there were just a few scenes where I was like, man, Lucas is really stepping up, and I'm enjoying it quite a lot. So I don't know. I think he was doing really well, and I mean, we love Hop. Hop's obviously struggling a little bit with the whole Elle situation. Did we get to dig too much into Elle kind of visiting her mom and getting kind of in that conversation?
Griffin, you stole this is what I wanted to talk about. By far, guys, Griffin, you're on it. That is the best. That was my point to Austin early is, man, it's just so good. They pull you in and you get to see the whole story. I mean, what's her name? Terry? Is that her name?
Terry Ives. Yeah.
Terry Ives. She's just mumbling.
What does Elle say to her? Quiet.
To her. Stop talking now.
Yes.
Talking to her aunt, I guess.
Yeah. It's great. And then you get to see her being born. You get to see the whole story of what was happening and why she's saying these 3 and 4 different words and numbers. Yeah.
Rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That pulled me, and I'm going.
Good call, Mike. We did need to.
Yeah, I wanted so bad, Oz. Again, I keep saying it, but I wanted to watch 6. Bad.
Well, you got you know what you can do right after this.
You know what I'm doing. I'm on it, boys. But no, I think by far that was the best. And again, the characters, I like Dustin. I like the Dustin Dart. What's going on with that? It's going to be bad when they've got to take Dart out. They're going to have to. And then the new characters, you got to love Bob. You've got to love Owen. And I think Murray brings something to the table.
You love Dr. Owens?
Yeah, I do. I like it. He's such an ass, kind of character that he's like.
I'm assuming you're behind me.
Yeah. He just seems like such an ass to me, but I think he brings something to the table. Again,
I take him over Modine in terms of like who's.
That's my point.
Who he is? This is a little bit niche. He is the dad in Whiplash.
Oh, very good. That's not too niche, but I wouldn't have recognized him. But that's a big
dad in Whiplash.
Yeah, we got to do that movie.
For those old heads out there, if you watch Kaminsky Method. He was actually the brother in Kaminsky Method. He had long hair. Yeah, I know a lot of you two don't know that show, but he had a ponytail and long hair in it. And for about 3 episodes, I didn't even know who he was. So just thought I'd throw that out.
Griff, I was talking with your dad before this, and I had to tell him, it's like, Mike, you bring out some of these references that there's so deep tracks that we're gonna have absolutely no understanding. He says them like we're gonna know what they are. The Kaminsky method, and that one I think we did look at it. It had like, what was it, 7 seasons of running in the through the 90s? Method. Sure, but it's like, Mike, there's no fucking shot. I know that one. My favorite characters, I'm going to give Dustin the win on this one as my favorite character of this half season. Man. I think he's been pretty damn good. I've really loved the Nancy and Jonathan kind of story. I think those are always interesting parts. And going to see Murray, I think Murray's another strong contender. He could be a 6-man candidate. I almost don't want to give Bob 6-man because I feel like he's too big, but I also want to give him main character win. But I'll give him 6-man. I think he's still 6-man enough. He's out of the core group.
Yeah, he's 6-man. He's 6-man for sure.
Sack of the season, I've already said Keith, but there's a lot of contenders and candidates. You guys want to lock one or pin one down under your thumb?
I think you all said it earlier. I think that poor cat is. That's a sad sack sitting there getting grubbed on. That was awful.
Yeah. The cat. Oh, Musey.
and the mom, Musey, where's Musey? And I'm like,
yeah,
Musey's
a sad sack, but man, I want to give it to Bob, but I'll give it to Murray. I think Murray's the sad sack, kind of getting, Hopper's like, hey, nice fairy tale. Hopper's not listening to him. He doesn't even have the information he thinks is right. Nancy and Jonathan come and say, you're wrong, you idiot. And he's sitting there in his damn wife beater and his drawers looking like a nut sack. And he's like, oh God, you got me. And I don't know. I think that's your sad sack of the season so far.
Yeah. Living somewhere with 0 windows. Yeah. Like a mushroom or something. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Themes and things, fellas.
We got mystery. Again, we got our adolescent romance. We got secrets, which, this whole series kind of founded on secrets, but there's even secrets among our main cast now. And what's our big thing? Friends don't lie. A lot of lying going on right now, and it's kind of been forced on everyone.
It's a good call.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything that we haven't, maybe anything new in this season compared to last season. I think it's just kind of aftershock. We're seeing a lot of the aftershock now, right? Because it's been a year, some time has passed, but there's still a lot, happening
lasting
from this
effects.
Initial occurrence.
Lasting effects. Story untold, story unfinished. Cigarettes. I got Cold War. That's becoming kind of prominent thing in it. Kind of the discussion, Cold War, what's going on.
Well, that's a good point.
Right.
Because our doctor at that point says, hey, can you imagine what the Soviets might think if they found out about this? And that kind of, to me, was a little bit of a moment of maybe there really is something bigger going on here. I hadn't even been thinking about that, but it kind of piqued my interest and kind of made me perk up a little bit. Just
apparently this has been going on for a while because we have a number 8 that, we just saw a real quick clip of her and what she's capable of doing. And it's like, boom, as Austin said, wham, that's over with. And that's coming very soon.
Yeah, we still don't quite know everything that Hawkins lab was up to. We don't really have a full story on that yet. So that is to come, but when, who knows? I'll let you guys find out when we get there. Any other themes and things we got, guys? I'm trying to think of one funny. We could just say that there's been a whole lot of sad sacks. That's a fucking common theme of the start of this season. A lot of sad old sacks. One of us.
One of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's get on out of here. Let's not force anything else. How you feel about the first half as a whole? You guys are feeling good about it?
I'm loving it. I'm having
Lock
fun.
Back in.
Austin, I can't wait. I like I said, I'm
keep on rocking me, baby.
The music, guys, let me say this. There was some really good music. We got to hear
We had some psychedelic furs, too. We had some Duran Duran.
We had some
Girls on Film. We did have some nuge. You're right.
Yes.
What, Dad, I need...
What's that guy's name? Croce? Didn't we have we had a Croce?
Jim Croce. We had old Croce, baby.
Yeah, and
Dad,
I need the romantics.
I need one more thing, Dad.
Oh, here we go.
I need your...
He's going to freeze up.
Now,
here we go.
I need your let's face it moment. Let's face it. I need your let's face it moment.
My let's face it moment.
Let's face it. That's your catchphrase. It's
you don't have that one. You don't have that one,
guys.
What about Mike's minks of the season so far?
You
got that one? I know you got that one.
Guys, I'm going to say, I do.
You got a whole loaded of that.
Guys, I hate to, I'm almost freezing up. Guys, if you notice, Joyce is looking better and better in every one of the episodes. And I'm realizing, I grew up with Winona Ryder. So that character, of her and Edward Scissorhands and all that, she still looks great for her age. So I'm going to say the minx right now for me is old Joyce.
Well, and I'll say that's a great point because we didn't give a lot of attention to Joyce. I love her character. I think that she is really a big part of the glue.
She's a great mother. She loves her kids. She wants to protect her
she's
kids.
a great character, too. She rocks. She's awesome on screen.
Doubt.
Winona, she's great. I love her character. I love her portrayal.
Between
Joyce.
her and Hopper, I'm telling you what, those are two, just guys, hocus pocus. We saw some terrible acting. You know that. And then when you see something like this and you get to see, Joyce's character, you get to see Hop, you go, man, those dudes can act. They really, and the kids in it are really good actors and actresses. They are superstars. Well done, Grip. Yes, sir.
Well, also, I think we move on to what's next. We get into the final half of this season, and we're ready to keep it moving, man.
Sad Sack Sunday.
This is coming out on Wednesday.
I'll say my thing, of course. Purple Podcasts. I'm going to keep saying it. We just keep getting better. We are pushing. And I don't care if anyone's even listening at this point, but I'll tell you right now, we're serious as hell and we're coming for you. We are going to keep this baby pushing. We're going to keep putting out the best content we possibly can. What are we on? We're on month, and we're deep in. We're past the 6-month mark for sure.
I'd say so.
How many? What have we done, Austin? Almost an episode every single week for 6 months.
Yep, aside from 1 week. Sometimes 2
episodes. Yeah, well, we doubled up 1 week, so.
Yeah, just 1 week when we were out west. That was the only gap in time.
We're
pretty good performance, fellas. We're working hard.
Let me say this
for you at home.
You guys, I wish everybody knew, how hard these two young fellas are working. They are kicking ass. These reels, the time that's put into them, and I'm telling you, I've got friends that are just laughing their ass off at these reels because these boys put a lot of time into them. Half the time I see them bouncing ideas back and forth, and I'm going, oh my God, I can't wait to see this. Guys, I'm not privy to the reels. They don't want me doing. I mean, as you can see, I've got thumbs up going on during the podcast. So
we'll let you stick with the fireworks.
Yeah, I'll stick with the fireworks. So great job, guys. I'm real proud of you.
Well, thanks, Mikey. That's much appreciated. And you at home, if you're still listening now, as always, thank you very much. We appreciate you as well. Do not forget that we do it all for you guys. So if you're listening, there he is again. If you're listening back home, thank you very much. We love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week or whenever you're listening. Just enjoy. We'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.